Refresh it.
Beat him down, Mike.
Can't hear you.
Beat him down, Mike. Emoji oncoming fist.
Jay, why would you say that? You're mean. Like Jay said, beat me down.
Zay trash.
He said beat me down, and he said Zay trash. Come on.
Magic is all about a magician's ability to make everyone shy away from reality. And that's what makes magic tricks a great spectacle to watch. After all this, curiosity I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Welcome back. Figure out the secrets behind it. The first trick, the blindfolded card trick. Here's what he did. Andrew first calls upon the presenter duo Ant and Deck onto the stage, where he asks Deck, one of the co-hosts, to pick a random card from the deck. He tears the corner part of the selected card, keeps the torn card back into the deck, and hands over that deck to Ant, and tells him to throw all the cards in the air on his signal. He then puts a black board around Deck's neck, and tells everyone that he plans to get Deck's random card by throwing a knife through it, blindfolded, with the blade heading straight towards Deck. On doing so, this death-defying act left both the judges and audience terrified with this seemingly impossible trick. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your Reynolds Da Vinci is light. Limited Louis that's light. Right from the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you know it's light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like art. Me. Your nuts in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fine like the Jerry Springer. All of my with the back like a popo. They popo. Had a shoe right in the truck, turn the road home. Find a cake for 2 weeks, going wild down the Soho.
Like, did you draft your team, bro? I'm not gonna lie.
You should never try such things at home or anywhere else. Now, coming to the secret, the card that Deck chose was forced onto him. Also, Andrew never threw the knife. The knife you saw at the target was already pre-installed inside that board with an identical Two of Hearts. So, let's first see how the Two of Hearts card was forced. Andrew here used a common technique of forcing a card. After he pulled out the cards from the pack, as you can see here, the bottom card of that deck was the Two of Hearts, and this card was the one he forced on the deck. So he intentionally positioned that card at the bottom of the deck. Now, using the technique, he first cuts the deck, and in doing so, he applies a pinky break between the Two of Hearts and the rest of the deck. For those of you who don't know, a pinky break is a technique used by carpenters to secretly mark a spot in the deck or slightly lift it up. Initially, he drops the card slowly, but during throw it in the air. Now you think, what about that two of hearts which appeared at the target? As the torn corner fits next perfectly with that card. Well, for that part, Andrew uses another two of hearts which was pre-installed in the board before the act had started. Also, both the
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Don't tell me y'all gotta kick it off. Don't tell me you gotta kick it off.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the decision to
Mike,
bring it
how
out
do you
will cost him
celebrate
about
like that?
5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Hey, easy.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Bruh,
Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Yes, he gonna come in here talking trash.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
You always give
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch.
Where are my
Dragging the
players?
toes,
Where
and
are
that's
my
going to be a
players?
first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this
Damn.
play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he floated one out there incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for
Yeah,
him,
every
got a
time
couple
you
more
get
downs to
Julio.
play with.
On the run, it's Tomlinson. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A nice
Every
job
time
to
you
get 8
play
there
him.
after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big. Ready. We ready? Kill. Ready, my shot.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're running. Tomlinson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Breeze. Rolling to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Every time I try to sack you.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Don't talk trash.
You don't be seeing my comments?
Yes, I hear him.
You can.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yeah, I formation. X.
Watch you now, Barney.
Let me see who you need to follow. He's going to be pulling. 75. So follow him.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Here's Young, flush to his right.
Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot.
And able to get this one across the
forgot what button you said
45
first.
before he's brought
What
down.
button did you say
Opted to run
first?
for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I mean, not down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I don't know what to pick.
Here's Steve Young. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Catch it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Breeze, buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off at the 47.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I could just score in 2 minutes.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Breeze. On the screen, here's LT. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is why it was so tough for defenses to key in on LT. Showing off his catching ability there. He hits you every which way. 7th in all-purpose yards with nearly 5,000 yards receiving in his career.
Breeze now to throw. They set up the screen to LT. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
To throw is Breeze. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
That's not.
LaDainian Tomlinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Stop missing your stupid field goal downs.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here's Steve Young on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Young. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Mike, bro. Come on. Oh, fall asleep in. I'm about to say, how did you fall asleep in the middle of a game?
3rd and long for Young. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Catch a pick?
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
I hate this game, bro.
Breeze now. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
No, don't.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Young. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Final play of the half. Young throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
I only got a couple plays in,
He's
bro.
asleep.
Oh, so why are you playing?
Hey, listen. I'm not playing no listen.
So he's sleeping.
He just went to sleep. That's all I'm saying.
He's kicking the ball.
He's not gonna kick.
He might as well quit, like, cause it's just.
It's gonna make him move. It's gonna make him move. What are you doing? I was telling me to play a game with him. The other game you want to see is when I'm playing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
How you get the ball? Go back to vertical, man. Get out of them reset. It's in shotgun, but.
If he get on what you call it, watch you gonna be
That's what I'm saying. He's switching. He's playing. So how is he switching the different players?
He wasn't. You tell me how we got
On 1st and 10, Young. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It's going to take forever. Because he's not going to do anything. He's going to keep getting penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. Once he gets the ball,
so in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Steve Young. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
he should be. That's how you get on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Keep the picks, you know what I'm saying?
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Reza Islam. It's a message to millennials.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5.
I don't know what that's like. Then you got baby boomers. You have to like different stuff. Who comes up with this stuff?
Let's make a deal.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well go ahead and quit this one. That's what we play.
Alright, you got it. Alright, make a deal. Tell me that's not the good. I'll do this one for this one. Right there. Look.
See? Yeah. You ain't doing that.
I win.
Yeah. What about this one?
That happened a lot.
I love it. I like it. I'm on your turf. Cool. You ready?
I was always so
And normally you be snoring or hear you kind of, you know, clean your nose and do some out. Your body part. Oh.
So you about to go eat? Once you come back, we're gonna be back to that. The job.
You can pick whatever play you want.
I didn't do. I didn't do that all the time.
We used to do that current roster.
But I use current roster. It is current roster.
You were talking about it down maybe.
I think it is.
You don't think it's better than
Look.
you just start doing something to your mind with some watch this.
Is it coming? I can teach you things. That's super bad.
That if you got good receivers, like just by him getting off, bro, this receiver be wide open. Cause I know that this is like football. If you know what you're doing, as long as you manage the game right, pay attention to the clock, pay attention to what you're trying to do, pay attention to the timeout. So sometimes it's when you think about it, like, if you get 4 yards every play, you good. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
He's good at that. So, you know, this is what he do. Playing short route.
I do. He picks those. And look, every time I try, he sacks me or something, I try to throw it, it never throws. Or then
You on the run all the time. And then you gotta do this. And by that time, it's off.
Yeah, but I can't do that to him.
Don't try to play this game.
No,
Like,
I'm trying to hit him, but he don't hit, but I can't hit him. He always run away from me and never get tackled.
Don't worry about that. Just do what you need to do. Stop switching off on the, alright, so if you're gonna play a certain player, make that player, you know what I'm saying, like, play his position. Don't switch, and then when you switch, you end up running the wrong way, and then that's how you be getting them big scores. Because you running this way, trying to hit him, but then he done let it go, so you still trying to hit him, and then but you switch. And then when you switch, you running the wrong way, and then you...
Who should I pick?
So, look, L1, slice the ball. Stop trying to pick it all the time. That's where you go wrong. L1, and then sometimes they'll one-handed with L1, I think. So, stop trying to use trying to pick it all the time. If you want to pick it, L2 squares you up. So you didn't know that. So, if you know how to use that hit stick, you running, and then you can square him up and then use the hit stick at the same time, you're going to cause fumble. Like, that game is technical. Like, you got to, that's why I really start playing, because you got to control that person. Like, see, if not, they're going to be stupid. You know, be all over the place. shit, and then stop trying like. That's Mike game. He like overrun the pocket and fly a lot of pops up, man. You ain't gotta do that, man.
But I just
Run the ball a little bit. Run the play action pass
I
right
swear
after
I
that.
want Madden 20 so bad because Madden 20, like the movement is way better on Madden 20. Like the running, yeah, I played through. I played through when I was at Mike's party. Mike's party.
I'm gonna run a few red dots. See what it's talking about, man. Cause I don't. Dude, I used to locate with Tay. He said, man, a lot. I'm like, I ain't gonna do it. Man, you might give me $2 Darcy Madden.
Which place y'all put?
Oh man, niggas Dealin is nice. Vision is fast. And life is fast.
He has 92 speed.
Yeah, so both of them was fast. Like, I had him in the fantasy game when I was playing. I had him and then I had another dude that played.
But he has the best catch. He has the best overall.
Dealin, because he's strong. I guess his strength is probably
I'm pick Dealin.
yeah, man, it's not bad. You can't go wrong with either.
Trent Williams.
Yeah, that's my dude, man. He got incredible. He got. Heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did. I think.
No.
I did, I think.
Yeah, because remember he was holding out, like, didn't even camp and all that stuff.
You said defensive tackles need speed?
Defensive tackles need speed as fuck.
Damn, look at him. Come on, guys, come on,
Like,
guys.
they want, like, he's strong, and, like, if he's tall, that's good shit.
So I just get the center position.
And you want him to be aware, and you want him to be, strong and aware. Yeah.
Is that big?
Oh, yeah, that's good. That sounds good, man. I don't know you do it.
Alright, go on.
Guards, you want it fast and strong, aware too. Guards do a lot of
He got
pulling.
96 away.
They do a lot of pulling, so once they're pulling, they might be here, but then they might turn and pull down the line. Instead of pulling, just being here and coming straight up with a block. So you want to be
Oh, okay.
kind of fast.
93?
But you want to get the line straight, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you get
Hi. I will eat your butt. I promise I will. Is it fine if I eat your butt?
Thank you. I'm not. God damn. I would have got it. But I probably still got it. I don't know. Christian McCaffrey.
Are you dumb? Earl. Glog 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 glog. JJ.
Yes, sir, it's how you kill. Look what I got one. Oh, it's so epic.
Eddie. Bud.
I need some corner.
TJ. DJ. Dion.
He sucks, but I'll get him because I don't need nobody. He's trying to close. Come on. I don't got no wide receivers.
9-2 speed or higher.
Don't forget Todd Gurley. That'll be a lot. But then, oh, she was gonna be a lot. Todd Gurley's been around 25. Cornerback.
Kittle. Ed.
Tyreek. You're not guy. You're a quarterback. You're a running back. You're a wide receiver. You're a wide receiver. Got JJ. So had Again. Cool.
Okay. Pocket do big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket do big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket do big day sumo. Pocket do big day sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada, 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 rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a that's it, and myself, man. They need a new hope. Deal of a new.
Yesterday.
Like Tudo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro.
Like he owned the house, and that I was his, and he can do anything to me. Him. That's what his tone was. Hello, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
You wanna play?
Play what?
Where's me?
In Madden?
Yeah. What?
I gotta play somebody, then I'll play you after.
What?
I gotta play somebody, then I'll play you after then.
Okay. I'll just do my draft then.
Alright, we could play.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably got
3 more. I just need to do 3 more.
You probably gonna win because I don't play Madden like that.
I'm almost done. This is my last one. I'm on my last one.
Sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
Super Paint, Blue, White, Episode 1, Air Jordan 1 Mid. Jesse made a beach theme, sunset inspired shoe. This is the winning shoe that episode. Super Paint, Blue, White. I thought the shoe just looked sick. One of my favorites in the series. I did like the Easter light color, cartoony looking shoe. Didn't really do the cartoon lines very well. There's a reason I didn't win. Mitchell also did kind of an Easter looking shoe, but was brown. Episode 2, we did Air Max. Zach also did a beach theme one. This is supposed to be like beach ball. He's got the side. The sand is kind of the brown. There's actually a lot of attention to detail put into the shoe, but it just, maybe the execution wasn't all there. I tried to do like a Apollo's Eve blazer type shoe with the painted laces and all that. I actually think this one came out pretty decent, but a lot of people didn't seem to like this one that much. Chris did a Dragon Ball Z interpretation of his own face on the front of his shoe. He's got, red and orange. That's the shoe. Vans episode, one of the better ones. Jesse made this shoe. He was inspired by someone else's custom shoe they did for a different shoe, I think. Personally, the execution on this one didn't quite come to fruition. There's a lot of pencil marks and things that honestly on camera you don't see as well as you can see in person. Like this
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
From the end zone, Watson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. So much for coming out throwing, as it leads to an early second down and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass?
Number?
I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing on first down. Murray steps away to his left. Room to run past midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, Murray throwing the out route and complete. It's Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Nephew.
And that one's
Pressure.
not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Yep.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
That's how
Todd Gurley, 14 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. To throw is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On first down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted.
That was a nice catch.
Two first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Finding room to the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Being chased out, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
I'm not even paying attention to the win.
You know how to kick a field goal.
Yes, I'm just not paying attention to the win.
Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. On 3rd and 2, Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Okay.
Throwing on first down. Murray. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. On 2nd and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle to Garcon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Murray now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And how about this, a fake? I'm excited. We're hoping to get a freeze-back player. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback, He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to... And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick.
Wrap up.
Still moving. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. To throw from his end zone, Murray, and that is incomplete here. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw from his end zone, Murray. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they are going to take over.
Keep on rolling through it, though. Keep on rolling through it. Unfortunate part, I believe, with the force field of freeze is there's actually no pullable. I mean, not pullable, but like.
Right there at the 22-yard line.
Diamond cards they made inside of field of freeze. I don't know what's your thoughts about that and this and all that stuff, but wow, what a pack. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On the handoff, it's Gurley.
7 elites, 1 in 88.
Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I'm not
Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
What are the odds? And no diamond. Dang.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
That X Factor card he had, maybe this one's a little different, but 87 overall, big upgrade from this 80 overall card from X Factor. But where
Gold now out to kick it away.
Where are the diamonds, man? Come on, man. 30 packs in. We get an update team. Is it just a regular?
That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up.
Excited about tomorrow's stream. I hope you guys can tune in tomorrow. If you guys did not watch Good Morning Madden today, I'll fill you in on a little bit of news.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that will the rain. Here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way,
to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like drow side. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of mine. Know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the and he was like boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My red numbers got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Okay. Pocket through big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You in there, no chance, you go. Pocket through big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You in there, no chance, you go. Pocket through big, they sumo.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got...
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
The fullback Janovich on the handoff, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Keenum now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through. all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he's corralled, but not before. For getting it inside the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
To throw again is Jackson. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here. Incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Keenum on 2nd down. And the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they want to wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the call? For a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the... So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now here come the Ravens. Jackson now down around his goal line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. That's caught at the 3. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on fourth and very short. Keenum runs the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Case Keenum keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And the return man, Chris Moore. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Flush to his right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Already, he's topped 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. This is Collins on the handoff, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Pass interference, defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
We got three, fellas. Here goes the high. Right 20.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So the Broncos coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Dashing through the snow. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that A lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. Here we go now. 3-19.
Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the fight.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now Jackson on second down, being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go.
Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Throwing on first down is Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And that is no good. So we have reached halftime here. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. It's a very short kick taken right at the 20. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Jackson on first down, fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Roll. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
He can run for, and now a fumble. The ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On first down, Keenum. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Keenum. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from. The pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Jackson to throw. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, here's an option play left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Keenum maybe with a free play. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Collins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They go again with Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kick.
Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to judo. You and her no chance you go. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and her no chance you go. Pocket through big day sumo. Pocket through big day sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you. Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like child. BET, man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh.
Welcome to Mud Squads in Madden NFL 19. Mud Squads is Madden's 3 versus 3 team play mode, where you and your friends strategically combine your ultimate teams to win. Play against other human squads in squad seasons, or against the CPU in Squads Challenges, where new challenges are added weekly. There are 3 roles to choose from in MUT Squads: offensive captain, defensive captain, and head coach. On the field, use the position-specific gameplay mechanics to be an all-pro at your position. For more information on the specifics of each role, visit the help screen on the squad lobby. These are
thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them, I'm buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Hitting them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J
right range. Couldn't hit if it had aim. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. Type of money you gon' need a sight. From the hood, this type of money make you stay. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank attitude on some bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cashing. Beat me to the wolves, now I lead the pack. I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red box with the crypto. Tesla, but you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. It's a hot man, Chanel and Magic. Again, imagine them about to make these bums mad again. Oh, the packs on my back's to them. Yep, the police back, what's happening? Laugh again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut. Tell show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank. Big